we rolling?
Sure. I hope not.
We're rolling.
Dylan from Fresh 102.7 hanging out in No Doubt's hotel room. It's kind of a dumpy hotel, right?
It's weird, right?
Whatever. We're not.
You never been to a Motel 6 before?
This is amazing, and well, of course, why stay anywhere else? It's great to have you guys back with new music. Push and Shove out September 25th. Settle Down sounds awesome on Fresh, and the video already has over 6 million views online. Can any of you drive a big rig for real?
I can, yeah. I've done a lot of driving on tour. You know, I used to drive the van with the what's that thing called behind
the trailer
it? The
behind
trailer.
us, yeah. She's not kidding.
I'm not exaggerating. No.
When we first used to tour, we used to have a big 12-passenger van, which we'd put 15 people in, and then we'd have this trailer behind us, and we'd take turns. We'd actually like flip a coin and see who's going to drive that night, and whoever wasn't driving could have some drinks, and then whoever was driving had to be, not drink.
And they made me do it.
Yeah.
Right? And I had to drive, like, with the sun coming up in a cornfield, like, hoping I'm not going to kill everyone because I'm so tired.
That's like democracy.
Rolling the window down, trying to make sure the cold air kept me awake.
That's awesome. A lot has happened since your last tour. You guys performed a medley of Beatles hits at the Kennedy Center Honors in 2010. You're giving the songs your own twist. It's sounding incredible. Paul McCartney's in the audience loving it, sitting next to Oprah, Michelle, and Barack. Tell us about that
Big
night.
deal, whatever.
That had to be, like, surreal, to say the least.
It was incredible. It was really, really fun. And to watch them all, like, swaying to the music up there, it was surreal.
There's, like, a few milestones in this band. There's, like, and that was one of them. That was one of those moments where you're like, this is so awesome that we still get to be doing this and have these kind of experiences together. We've had so many incredible experiences together, from playing in a garage, when we were kids, to traveling around the world together, to now raising our families together. It's just been this amazing ride, and that was one of those special moments.
Oh, I'm sure. Did Paul McCartney actually talk to you after and say, I love what you did with
He was
the song?
very complimentary,
Yeah.
and that was so reassuring. I mean, I think for all of us, that's the pinnacle,
But we knew he was amazing before because we'd met him before. Remember that night you hung out with him? He was so sweet to you at the House of Blues.
House of Blues.
Yeah.
There was this weird night. This is, I don't even know, 15 years ago, and we went to the House of Blues to see someone. They're like, you guys need to come upstairs to the Foundation Room. So we go upstairs, and it's Paul McCartney and Rod Stewart just standing there by themselves talking. So Gwen, you started talking to Rod, and I started talking to Paul, using their first names. And he asked what kind of bass I played, and we had like a 10-minute conversation about basses. It's surreal and crazy.
Amazing.
Love him.
Adrian,
Love him.
was it tough having to wear pants while drumming that night at the Kennedy Center Honors?
I haven't shown my wiener in about 12 years.
It's been that long?
But
Dude, you showed
for
it to
some
me.
reason I made such an impression.
Tom's like, you just showed it to me in the hotel room.
There was a zipper you could
Well,
have.
besides my private moments with my bandmates, it just apparently has made a big impression.
Was the last time you went? Was the last time when you got arrested on the U2 tour?
Perhaps.
In the snow?
Perhaps.
Yeah.
For the wiener being out?
We were
Yeah.
driving. We were driving from the show. We had just played opening for U2. I think we were in Colorado, and everyone's daring Adrian. Come on, just take a run for it. Get out of the van. We're in the van. I'm
And
like,
it's snowing outside.
It's snowing, and I'm saying, no, you cannot do it. No, please, no. Takes his pants off, runs through the snow, gets tackled by policemen, face down in the snow, naked.
Videotape the whole thing.
No time to write your name before, in yellow. Not possible.
It was actually he cuffed me, took me to the car. We negotiated our way out of it, and he let me go. When I got back in the van, we all looked at each other and we all just went, yeah! It was like this big celebration. Like, I got away with it.
That's awesome. Gwen, you hosted Michelle Obama recently, I read?
Yeah.
What exactly was that?
It was a little benefit for the campaign, and she was, it was to celebrate families. So she basically came over to the house, and people donated and brought their families to this sort of it was like a little, kind of like not a carnival, but like
picnic.
It's like a picnic with like face painting and all stuff for children to do. And what was really great was just listening to her speak, and she talked about what was important to her, and she's just very, very gracious and very inspiring. And it was another one of those weird, like, is this happening moments. And the kids were really uncooperative, and like my children, like everything that you would expect, like bad to happen with them happened. Like they were like too embarrassed to meet her. It was chaos, but it was amazing.
It was, Gwen introduced her, and to watch our bandmate like get up there and introduce the first lady was incredible. Like this is at Gwen's house. She's hosting the first lady. She's introducing her, and it was just another one of those moments. You're just like, this is so surreal that this is happening.
Back in the day in Anaheim, you never thought.
I don't think so.
Whoever
No,
would have thought?
I still don't think it doesn't seem real. It happened.
There was this. We used to rehearse at the Beacon Street house, and there was this place that sold $2 pizzas, and we think it was a front for like like money laundering or something. But we survived on these $2 pizzas. We would go. Remember that? Or
Yeah.
like $3. They tasted like cardboard.
2 pizzas for $2.
Two pizzas
for $4.
For $4. Yeah. I was just thinking about that. I don't know why I went into that random.
Well, you guys have the amazing Mexican food. We have the killer pizza. What's your favorite here in the city?
Gosh, we don't really. We try to avoid it as much as possible.
From a dietary.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh well.
but we love pizza. Don't get me wrong.
So back to the kids now. The writing process was very different for Push and Shove because obviously you're all parents. So you got together 3 nights a week at Tony's home studio, right? Ordering food, hanging out, catching up, and that's how the writing would take place. How different was that from how you've done it before?
Every single album was different. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tragic Kingdom took 3 years in a Beacon Street in the garage that we built, and we had like an 8-track recorder that the record company graciously bought us. Then with Return to Saturn, we rented a house over the Hollywood Hills, and half the guys lived there, and we really, I mean, that was a really struggled album because we were, coming off such success, and it was really hard. And then with Rocksteady, it was this really lighthearted, fun thing. We were writing in Tom's, bachelor girl trap pad. Remember in LA?
Girl
that thing?
trap.
Yeah.
I've never heard it referred to.
Wasn't that like where
That's
you
so
would...
great.
We call it the
Looking
side
back on
shack.
You know what's so sad? Is just how few girls I really trapped.
Well, come on.
It's like the Roach Motel. They
Don't
come
ruin
in, but they
the
don't
fantasy.
come out.
But we would. It was such a. We were in Jamaica. We were, so every record has had a different thing. Well, this one was a real struggle. It was a really struggle, like to get together and find the time to do it, and we wanted to do it so badly. And I think that that really like desire was what made the record so great. The fight was what made it so great.
Especially for Gwen being a mom and having to leave her 2 boys and come to the studio and sacrifice. It's just all these sacrifices and these struggles to schedule and try and make it all happen. But we all really wanted to make this record, and obviously that's why we did it. And now it's so amazing to be sitting here talking about it.
Oh, I can't wait to hear the rest of the tracks. I'm very excited for the whatever the next single is. I'm sure it's going to be awesome. You guys have always been able to do so many different kinds of songs with the range on all the CDs. Love the cover of It's My Life. Are there any other 80s favorites you cover just for fun when you're on tour?
We did Adam and the Ants, Stand and Deliver on the last tour we did. And that was fun because whatever band was opening, we would have the girls come out and sing with me. And that was just like amazing to have. I don't know. It's just fun to have the opening bands come join us on stage because it's just hilarious, the whole thing. But
We used to have a lot of fun ones. Years ago,
Yeah.
we did like 99 Luft balloons.
we did
that's
Captain
right.
and
in
Tennille.
English or in what is it, German?
We did it in German.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you learn the
We're all
language
we all
completely.
speak
We did
fluent
Any
German.
Way You Want It by Journey.
That would be awesome to hear.
Pat Benatar, you
With a
should
horn
hear
section.
Gwen sing.
Oh,
what,
thank you.
what song did we do?
Heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker.
She killed that.
Oh, thanks,
we
dude.
used to murder that song.
I'm going to look for it on
We
YouTube.
did that in Swedish.
Someone's got to have that on YouTube, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, okay,
You're funny, Tony.
the webisodes on NoDoubt.com I've been watching. Inside look of, the process from everything from the album cover to producing with Spike Stent. Now that the album is done, what's next for the webisodes?
Ooh, that's a good question. We just
question.
did one. He just filmed us.
Did he?
We were going to do stuff around LA, remember? We were doing some promotion.
I don't even remember.
Just the other day.
Oh, yeah.
Are we allowed to talk about
he's
that?
still filming. So as
Yeah.
we get into this promotional mode and these promotional
right.
performances and all that, I think you'll hopefully keep making webisodes.
Yeah. I mean, there's still so much going on. And we're about to start playing live, so it's really exciting.
Real quick, because we're about to run out of time. Which artist would you expose the world to right now?
Oh, geez. That's not a good last question because it's going to take us about 45 minutes to think of an answer.
Can we get a 30-second extension?
I would say the Beatles. I would definitely check out the Beatles
I've
if
heard
you
of
have a
them.
chance.
Little band out of Liverpool.
I like that band.
Yeah,
They
that's
need
a
a
good
bump.
idea.
Well, Push and Shove out September 25th. We're all very excited. Thank you so much. No
Thank
doubt.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's New York's Fresh 102.7.